Hundreds view an exhibition that celebrates the 90th anniversary of PLA at the Military Museum of Chinese People's Revolution in Haidian District. Photo CFP. Today marks the 90th birthday of the Chinese People's Liberation Army PLA. As the country's military capacity grows, so too has its military might, and the PLA has come a long way since its infancy on August 1, 1927. Now boasting 2 million servicemen and the world's most cutting-edge equipment, the PLA shoulders the great responsibility of protecting its people and maintaining world peace. Metropolitan Beijing MB asked children between 6 and 14 what they know about weapons, armies, the heroes who fought during the Second World War 19,371,945, and what is happening at China's borders. MB, who are the PLA and what do they do? Baozan. 6. They protect the country. They ensure our safety. Gao Yijun. 8. They rescue people from floods and earthquakes. They drive our enemies out of the country. They are also responsible for the national flag-raising ceremonies. Ma Hanzhen. 10. The PLA liberated China. Some of them are not young anymore, in their 70s and 80s. Li Jiayue. 11. They fight wars. It's a tiring and tough life for them, but they are not afraid. MB, what do you think of them? Baozan. 6. They are handsome. I saw them once at Tiananmen Square in Beijing. I want to become a soldier too when I grow up, but I am worried that as the only child I might not be able to. Chen Zhanyu. 6. They protect our country. I have only seen them on television. I want to be a soldier when I grow up. Zhang Haoshan. 8. They are fierce. They protect our country, win battles, and are not afraid of sacrificing their lives. My grandfather served in the army, and my father used to be a firefighter. So, when I grow up, I want to become a soldier in the Air Force. I watched them on television. They are very cool. I watched the J-20 fighters, China's latest stealth fighters, on television too. Xiaoyu. 10. They are heroic and a symbol of justice. They protect the country and the people. Jin Yijiao. 12. I think our PLA soldiers are very handsome. I feel safe with their protection. My grandfather's grandfather was in the PLA. He was a very brave man. Quizi. 13. They are tall and strong. They give a sense of awe. MB, on August 1, their anniversary, what would you like to say to the PLA soldiers? Zhao Luojia. 8. You've done a good job protecting us. Please protect China even better. Ma Hanzhen. 10. We will create our blackboard newsletters in school on that day, and we will read about the war of resistance against Japan. 193,745. You've done well. Have a good anniversary. Li Jiayue. 11. Thank you for protecting our country. You are very brave. MB, what do you think is the most powerful weapon in the world? Chen Zhanyu. 6. Fighter planes, especially the F-22 Raptor. Yang Entai. 6.5. Drones. My dad will take me to see a drone exhibition, and we will ride in them. Zhu Enbo. 7. H-bombs. 1 H-bomb is like 500 atomic bombs. Zhao Luojia. 8. I think machine guns, tanks, cannons, bombers and fighter jets. But I am a girl, and I don't have those rude toys like boys do. Zhang Haoshan. 8. Nuclear weapons. But you can't just use them willingly. They harm people to a great extent. People might have all kinds of illness from it. Zheng Zhencheng. 9. There are rifles, muskets, machine guns, blades, cannons, helicopters and bombers. But the fiercest weapon in the world is the fort, because giant cannons can be fired from it. Li Jiayue. 11. UFOs. Children at the Military Museum of Chinese People's Revolution. Photo ICMB. Do you know what an aircraft carrier does, and does China have aircraft carriers? Chen Zhanyu. 6. The aircraft carrier has many planes and tanks in it. Yang Entai. 6.5. Aircraft carriers are boats. They are not in the sky. Ma Hanzhen. 10. We have Liaoning aircraft carrier. But it's a refitted Soviet Union-made carrier. Now we have a new carrier developed and built by China. Jin Yijiao. 12. We didn't build it right, so it fell into the water. And it was missing, or was it? MB, in terms of military defense capacity, which 3 countries do you think rank top in the world? Baozan. 6. Australia is number 1, and Japan comes last. China is number 2 and is much better than India. Lu Zhaoqing. 6. China, the US and India. Yang Entai. 6.5. China is the most powerful because we have the Great Wall. You can see the wall from the sky when you ride in helicopters. And you will know then how great the Chinese people are. There are hundreds and hundreds of stairs on the wall. Zhu Enbo. 7. The US, Russia and China. The US is the first because they have a lot of weapons, and they have more aircraft carriers than China. Gao Yijun. 8. China comes 3rd or 4th in the world after the US and Germany. Zhao Luojia. 8. The US, then Japan. I don't know who should come 3rd, but China should be the 4th. We have advanced weapons. The British Air Force is not bad either. Qianpeng U-14. The US and China are on the top of the list. The US is way ahead of other countries in weapon manufacture, and China is catching up, developing a lot of new weapons. I watched the military parade commemorating the 90th anniversary of PLA on July 30th. I don't think they showcased all of their weapons in the parade. MB, what do you know about Chinese war heroes? Baozan 6. I saw them on the television. Some were shot dead. One of them was shot but only hurt and didn't die. He picked up the grenade and killed all of the enemy's troops. Zheng Zhencheng 9. Wang Erxiao. The little cowherd brought the enemy into our ambush. Ma Hanzhen 10. Wang Erxiao, the child hero of the War of Resistance against Japan 19,371,945. He ambushed a Japanese troop. Zhen Yizhao 12. I know Zhang Ga, a teen from Baiyangdian in Hebei province. His grandmother was killed by the Japanese during the war and he joined the PLA. Huang Jigwang died hurling himself against the enemy's machine gun to block its fire. Dang Counrui died by carrying explosives to destroy the enemy's bunker. MB, what do you know about the China-India border issue? Lu Zhaoqing 6. I saw on the news yesterday that China and India will each withdraw their army. Yang Enchai 6.5. I know all about India. There was a dinosaur extinction there, and the earth exploded once afterwards. Zhu Enbo 7. China would win every battle with India. Ma Hanzhen 10. India trespassed at the border. I think we should negotiate with India. If India doesn't agree to withdraw, we should use our military force. Zhen Yizhao 12. I think India should withdraw the trespassers immediately, and China and India should make peace. MB, what do you know about the Diaoyu Islands dispute and the South China Sea issue? Baozan 6. The Diaoyu, which means fishing in Chinese islands, are where people go fishing. Yang Enchai 6.5. There are PLA soldiers on the South China Sea. Some pilot aircraft carriers and some fly bombers. Qianpeng U-14. Japan used to have control over the Diaoyu Islands. China opposes Japan's illegal claim on the islands. There hasn't been a war. It's a dispute. MB, what do you know about Sinus relations? Zhu Enbo 7. The US always invents troubles with China. Trump says bad words about China. He is not friendly to China. Zhao Luojia 8. I think it's good. I know an American girl, and we exchange toys, which means we're friends. Ma Hanzhen 10. I think it's not good right now because the US wants to beat China, but China has nuclear weapons. Quizi 13. The US used South Korea to deploy the THAAD Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System. It's like having a telescope close to China in order to spy on China. To ensure peace, we should negotiate with South Korea to cancel the deployment. The THAAD system is a great threat to China. Therefore, Sinus relations are not the best right now.